Hello and welcome to a brand new preview episode for Black on Black Cinema. I'm your host, Jay. I'm here with my co-host, Micah.
Hey.
Terrence.
What's up?
And Tiara.
Hey.
All right, guys, we are back. This is a preview for episode 270, Rob Peace. I'll read the log line here. Yale University graduate Rob Peace, known as Shaun at the time his father was arrested for crimes he may not have committed, turns to drug dealing in order to get his father out of jail while maintaining other activities. This is a biographical film written and directed by actor Chiwetel Ejiofor, who is also in the movie. And this is based on a book, The Short and Tragic Life of Robert Peace by Jeff Hobbs. So check out the trailer for that. We will sort of dig in depth on that one next week. Looks like a very good movie. None of us have watched it just yet. So you can rent it, in Amazon and places like that. So check that out. The random topic this week is about sort of two people, two black men very specifically, the mayor of New York, Eric Adams, and Shaun Diddy Combs. Both of them in different states of down bad, as the young people say. Eric Adams, mayor of New York, has been indicted on federal charges, bribery, wire fraud, yada, 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 while mayor. And Diddy has been arrested. He's actually in prison or in jail right now for a myriad of things, mostly prostitution across state lines or like human trafficking across state lines and other sort of sexual abuse allegations. So the topic isn't just about that in general, but rather this idea of people's knee-jerk reaction to defend people just because they're black, even though there seems to be, at least in the public sphere, a mountain of evidence that both of these dudes are gigantic pieces of shit. It's so funny. I actually did a TikTok video about, like, you don't have to get on the app and defend Diddy the second he got fucking indicted. And people were like, nah, I don't think too many people are going to do that. And Dr. Umar was like, me first, I'll do it for clicks. And many other people defending Diddy, even though we saw him do horrible things previously. So I'll push it to Tiara first. What are your thoughts on this?
On the indictments themselves or people defending?
Yes.
Look, both of them are going to jail, and I hope both of them share the same cell at Rikers. Diddy's a monster, right? And I think it's what's really so messed up is that it took people seeing the video of him dragging and kicking Cassie like an animal to be like, okay, fine, all right, well, we didn't like the fact that he hit that young lady, as I saw someone say, and I was like, what? Like, it didn't occur, like, it didn't, y'all didn't believe Cassie the first time when she said exactly why she left that man. And there's also another part about Diddy too, and it's been coming up a lot lately, in relation to Usher and Justin Bieber. I didn't know that Justin Bieber and Diddy were, like, I guess not together, but like I think he was like his mentor or something like that when Justin Bieber first started out.
Yeah, he hung out with him for a while.
Yeah, and I was like, well, that's really weird. And then I started reading about how, like, Justin Bieber's, like, personality changed over time. And not only as he got older, but like as he got more into the music scene with Diddy, and it just makes me wonder if something nefarious had been going on. I think, considering the allegations, probably no one would probably be surprised. And then I started reading some similar stuff with Usher too, but those are probably just rumors. So, but I don't think it would surprise anyone if there was some truth to them. But still, there's
also pretty young too.
Yeah, he was like, how old was Usher at the time? Like a teenager or something?
Yeah, he was like 16 or something, shit like that.
How long ago?
So,
in the 90s?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But you know what? But even without those two, there's plenty of evidence from the accusers, or from the folks who have been coming after Diddy. There's plenty of evidence against him already. The feds have a lot against him. So even without those two household names possibly being like victims of his, there are real people, especially black women, capital B, and then also black women, who are trying to get justice as well, and that should be enough. I think we had similar conversations when it came to like Cosby too. Like there's just a lot of people, and some hotep black dudes who only really care to defend him because he's another black guy. That's it. That's all. It's all it is. Doesn't matter that the victim's also black. Some they feel like they feel like that someone is like trying to take Diddy down at the critical all this time. But also it's just another reminder that when people are in power and they feel like they're untouchable, of course people are going to be nervous to come out against them. Like that's what it is. And then when it comes to Eric Adams, look, he's always seemed like an asshole from the very beginning, and I've been seeing people say things like we could have had Maya Wiley. Reading the indictment, I think the first page says that he like siphoned off like $10 million or something like that, and then he was like accepting bribes from the Turkish government. Which why would you be accepting bribes from the Turkish government? Hope both of them land in prison for the rest of their lives. But of course, Eric Adams is not resigning, and he was at like a church yesterday, like a Baptist church yesterday, saying how he was going to resign.
Of course, if he's not resigning, he's going to reign. That's what dictators do.
Yeah, bro, that's not the word you need to be using right now.
And I know this isn't look forward, but seriously though, one political party is not down with this, but if he was the other political party, they'd be just fine.
They would have hats on that say Eric Adams.
Apparently, Eric Adams loves to use the analogy that he is the pilot of this plane, and y'all on the plane with me, so y'all shouldn't be praying for the pilot to go down. Because if I go down, y'all going down with me.
Yo, that's a wild.
He uses that analogy a lot.
That means that nigga's a snitch.
Yeah, that's what that's. That's 100%.
Yeah. But you know what? Okay, I have a question. Who is worse?
Diddy. Oh,
Eric,
wait. The two of them?
Eric Adams or Mark Robinson. Just keeping it black. Yes.
Wait, Mark Robinson and who else?
Eric Adams.
Mark Robinson.
I never heard Eric. I never heard Eric Adams say that he's a Nazi.
I'm going with Eric Adams, or excuse me, Mark Robinson. He's way worse. Okay. That dude said that he would buy
slaves. One for me because like Eric Adams, I mean, he's such a fool, yo. He's like a clown, you know. He's a fucking clown. Like the shit that he said. I was watching something on YouTube, and they pulled up one of his stories that he put on Nude Africa. That shit was wild, bro. He was talking about fucking his sister, his like wife's sister, or some shit like that. There's some shit that you get from Penthouse. It was crazy. That nigga is a lunatic, right?
Yes, yeah. Mark Robinson.
He's probably worse. I guess he's worse, but like I don't take that nigga seriously because I don't think he has a chance in hell of winning at this point.
Yeah, but he's also the lieutenant governor now. Like,
I don't understand how the fuck that happened. Like, what the fuck is going on in North Carolina? God,
man. Well, their rules are very weird. Yeah, he's an odd duck. But yeah, I mean, Eric Adams definitely wields more power, which is definitely scarier. Micah, Terrence, what are your thoughts on this? Either one of you.
Look, man, I love being black. I really do. But like, I really hate dumb niggas. Like, I can't stand them niggas, yo. I hate them. Like, they get on my fucking nerves, bro. Like some of you dudes are smart enough to know better, and some of y'all are not. Right. Dr. Umar, you know, he's a clown. He's also a very funny individual. I don't take anything he says seriously. But like when you go online and see people, I saw somebody say, remember that Quiet on the Set documentary that came out earlier about the Nickelodeon dude?
Yeah.
Yes.
Somebody was like, this dude is still walking around, but y'all trying to get Diddy. I'm like, first of all, again, we have to realize that he wasn't the pedophile. Like he was doing some creepy shit, but he wasn't on Diddy's level. He's a piece of shit that should probably he probably should be in jail. But Diddy was on a whole nother level. Like when you read his indictment, and he's been doing this shit for like 30 years. All right. And he's a billionaire and he thinks he's untouchable. So, and we have this hero worship with I get it. You see black people doing really well. And he's an icon in the black. What has he done? What has he personally done for you? He made some good music, got some niggas killed, and the end. I don't know what the fuck else he's done.
I mean, people really like his vodka, right? Like
he got
vote,
the key to
vote
the city
or die.
Yeah, he did Vote or Die. I mean,
that was a while ago. That was
back in 2000, 99. That was 25 years ago.
I'm so glad you mentioned the Quiet on Set, folks, because the same producers of that are doing a new one on another black man, Chris Brown.
Oh,
yeah. Well, that's another nigga that has some serious. He's got some.
Yeah,
he's got some issues.
They're doing a documentary on his abuse and his history of domestic violence.
Best of luck with that.
Including a new person
who
apparently a new accuser too is going to be covered in that.
Karrueche Tran had a 5-year restraining order. It just went over like last year or something. Anyway, these niggas are monsters. You don't have to support them just because they're black. I get it. They made it, but they didn't help you. Again, I like Biggie. I like Ready to Die. I like Life After Death. I enjoy all that shit. I ain't like none of it. I didn't like any of Diddy's albums personally.
No.
I don't like none of them shits. Apparently his last album was really good. I don't know. I didn't listen to it. So I don't have a problem just being like, well, that nigga guilty, go to jail. Because I don't worship anyone. And it's weird that people worship people so much. I understand he gave a lot to the culture, blah, 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 whatever. But it was all for his benefit. Yeah, he gave to charity and all that. But the tax write-offs.
Right.
He gave to this and this. But giving to charity is a tax write-off. When you have a lot of fucking money.
Become a billionaire by giving shit away.
No.
Yeah, exactly.
It's just strategically you do.
It could also
be tax write-offs.
I mean, it could also be because there's a lot of men who know people just like Diddy.
Yeah, they don't call it out. There's like niggas that ain't got nothing that are like Diddy, but they don't call their homeboys out. Exactly, you're right. Niggas don't like women though. That's it. Yeah. Like the Eric Adams thing, I don't know. I don't think people really care. Like Eric Adams is going to run to the church try to get the support because black people love church and whatever the fuck. I don't know. He did it yesterday, like Micah said. If he's a criminal, he's a criminal. Stop. God ain't gonna help that nigga. God damn, y'all really pissed me off. I don't want to. You know what? Go ahead, Micah, because I'm about to say some real fucked up shit about religion. I don't feel like doing that.
Don't worry, we'll get it.
For real.
Micah, your thoughts?
Look,
you're religious. You have to defend these guys now.
Defend it, you Christian.
Forgive them right now.
God works in mysterious ways, and
somehow,
and it worked on Diddy.
Adam getting indicted,
Right, it worked on Diddy, and it's about to work on Eric Adams.
God, don't put anything.
Should we be praying for that?
Handle? Is that what it is? Is that the saying? He don't give you nothing you can't handle.
Yeah, something like that. That's
do we have to pray for them, Micah? Should we be praying for them?
You can. I tell you can. I'm not. I reserve my prayers for people who need it. And these multimillionaires / billionaires don't need it. Especially when all you have to do in life is just not be bad. That's
a fucking piece of shit, dog. How difficult is that?
Like, you got all the money in the world. You can literally get anybody. You can find somebody to consent to do whatever you want. But whatever. Look, Eric Adams. I don't know much about Eric Adams. I know everyone in New York hates Eric Adams. John Oliver did a story. His main story was on Eric Adams, and it was like 30 minutes of just like dunking on this dude. And it started off with the most New York newscaster ever saying, like, he sounded like fucking DJ Envy, right? He was just like, this just in, New York Mayor Eric Adams has been indicted. I'm like, yo, you a professional newscaster, yo. You don't have a news voice? Like,
he said, fuck that news voice.
They keep it real up there, yo. Like, they keep it real up there. You imagine fucking you don't have to imagine, because we had like Marty Bass, who had his big ass Baltimore accent doing the weather and shit. Now it's gonna be sunny down in the ocean. I'm like, all right, calm down. But look, everybody hates Eric Adams, yo. And I've seen, I watch videos from a couple people on YouTube. This one woman, she hates that dude, and she is making it her mission to make sure that everybody knows how corrupt he is. One of the issues with Eric Adams is that guy has charisma, and he is fucking funny, and that goes a long way with people, right? Yep. Like, make no mistake. The reason Trump is in office, or was in office, and the reason he's in politics and is still relevant, is because he's got charisma. And that's something you can't teach people. Look at his running mate, right? Eric Adams has charisma. Yeah. And when you have charisma and power, it's a dangerous combination, man. Look, a corrupt politician is not new to me. We live in Baltimore, where apparently all black women in power are corrupt.
Y'all having a bad track record, TR. Y'all fucking
they're wild.
Look, I don't live there right now.
Y'all.
Finally, it's all coming out.
Y'all having a bad track record.
Goddamn shame.
I couldn't vote for Sheila Dixon, or the other one, Marilyn Mosby.
When it and Catherine Pugh, but
anyway, 3 for 3.
What else? Wait, did Stephanie Rollins blanket him up for anything? I don't remember.
Nah, but people ain't really like her ass either. I mean, she did well for she was all right.
When it comes to Diddy, look, man, I don't. I'm like Terrence. I don't really hero worship. If you call yourself Christian, you probably shouldn't be worshiping mortal men either. Don't forget that. False idols and all that. But I don't. Look, I enjoyed some of the music that got produced. I'm not saying you can't enjoy his music or the stuff that he worked on, right? If you can separate art from artist, that's perfectly fine. I do it with Michael Jackson, right? But I don't know, man. I never trusted that dude. I never trusted him. And the more money you get, the less I trust you. And anybody's still defending that dude after seeing him literally kick a woman while she is down. I mean, like, men don't fight like that. Men don't fight each other like that. They don't kick each other while they're in a fetal position, for God's sakes. So, like, that's monster behavior. That's what gangsters on television do. You know what I mean? Like, and they're supposed to be like caricatures of real things, man. Like, nah, yo, I just don't. If you one of them people that like wants to defend this dude, just turn us off. Just turn us off. We got nothing in common. You're not gonna like anything that we say. and go to better help or somebody, because you really need to like reevaluate who you look up to. It just makes me sad, man. It makes me angry. It makes me sad. Look, I don't know, man. I don't know. It just it's gross, man. It's gross. And it's sad that you niggas are defending these. Look, I get the knee-jerk reaction of wanting to, if you're a black man and you see another black man down, I get the knee-jerk reaction of like wanting to give him the benefit of the doubt, because like black dudes have been through a lot of shit.
Of course.
But you know who else has been through a lot of shit? Black women. Like they go into shit with you. They get more of it. They get it from you. So I don't know, man. I just go to jail, nigga. Go to jail forever. Go to jail forever. Both of them. Why not? Both of them.
I mean, okay. So here's my thing. Eric Adams is a political. This is a very political thing. My attitude is simply, this dude has always seemed very corrupt. When he became mayor of New York, he immediately tried to get his brother to be the head of his security to the tune of a $200,000+ a year job. And they were like, absolutely not. That should tell you a lot about the type of person he is right off the bat.
Is his brother in security?
I do not believe so. I don't think he has any experience at all.
Good Lord.
He was like, I used to fight with him when we was kids. Like, that's not a qualification for the job. Get out of here. So, like, that's the type of guy he is. Look, he's also a former police officer, which is a red flag for me personally. If it's not for you, good for you. I don't care. It is for me. The other thing is, this indictment for Eric Adams is not looking good for him. I mean, the fact that he was taking all these lavish trips, him and his partner, going to Turkey and India and where else did he go? Ghana, and then not reporting those trips, not reporting that those trips were being paid for, basically an in-kind donation from the Turkish government. No, that's just straight up corrupt. And then the Turkish government was like, hey, we got this building being built in New York. Can you open it without doing a fire safety check, because the building was not going to pass fire code? And he just allowed that to happen. Yeah, basically, right?
It's probably exactly what he said too.
I would not be surprised. And so he let that happen. Like, that's a knowable thing. So to me, the argument is what? I am not a fan of defending people who do terrible things just because they're the same shade of color as I am. To me, that's what white people do. White conservatives very specifically. And I don't think you get ahead in life, especially, or keep the moral high ground. And some people don't give a shit about this, but I personally try to be a moral person. You don't keep your morality by doing the same dirty shit that people you disagree with do. That doesn't make sense to me. So, like, for me, the Eric Adams thing is like, oh, he got indicted. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. We'll see how it goes. But I'm not saying the dude is guilty. I think he is, but I'm not like he should, like, I know for sure. But my inkling is that, yes, he is guilty. But my thing is, I'm not going to say that the charges are bullshit. Because they have fucking emails with this guy and people saying that he told them, hey, I'm going to need you to write up fake paperwork to say that I okay this shit, right? When he did not. Mm-hmm. But to me, like, the idea of them going after him doesn't, like, the conspiracy doesn't make any sense. These are not Republicans running the DOJ. It's a Democratic president running the DOJ. Eric Adams is a Democrat.
Right.
They only went after him because he was doing crimes. And if you say, oh, well, why are you going after him and nobody else? Look to Robert Menendez in New Jersey, a Democrat who's super fucking corrupt, who
Didn't you say
finally
he had
got him.
gold bars in his house?
Yes, this nigga had gold bars in his fucking closet. They were like, yo, go to jail. Right? Democrats went after
Wow.
him. Yes.
Oh,
Democrats have been
my God.
trying to get Robert
Jeez.
Menendez out of Congress for years. The first time they tried to get him, he got off. And then he got busted with this other thing. He's a Democrat. And they still went after him and got his ass out of there. Yeah, he literally had gold bars in his house. There's nothing that is more cartoonishly
I was about to
corrupt.
say that's some Looney Tune shit.
Yeah.
Oh shit, get the gold bars. Get him in the car before we go. Like, that's insane. But they went after him because he was corrupt. They didn't go after him because he was, for any other reason. He's super fucking corrupt, right? So I lean towards the side that Eric Adams is actually guilty. There's a mountain of evidence proving that is likely true. The Diddy thing to me is inexcusable because we've all seen what he did to Casey, right? We all saw that video. That is not hidden, or Cassie, excuse me. Like, we all saw that video. Like, we don't have to guess on the type of person he is in that respect. Let alone, why are we acting like this shit is brand new? Right. These rumors, and people have talked about this shit for decades with him. It's not like, oh shit, Diddy, I thought he was like an upstanding citizen. Everyone's like, no, this nigga's weird. Like, he's doing a lot of weird shit with a lot of people that he probably shouldn't be. By the way, to correct information, he was living with Usher, or Usher was living with him when he was like 23 and Usher was 14. Usher was very much a child, right? Thank you. A little weird. So, yeah, that could not be my child. I'm going to live with Diddy. The fuck you are?
No.
Hell no. He's going to show me the ropes. No. How about that? So I don't understand why people are acting like these things are brand new about Diddy. It seems very weird. Let me read a couple of quotes from Dr. Umar Johnson defending him. Saying, quote, "They gave you Puff Daddy during the election season for a reason. This is a distraction, and because they know black people love to see black people disgraced, humiliated, and destroyed, they said, throw them one of their own." What would that doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't make any sense.
You're just yapping, dude. You're just fucking yapping. It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
What he's saying is that, like, black people are too, like, he's supposed to be pro-black, right? But what he's saying is black people are too stupid to look at two things at the same time.
Yes.
That's what he's saying, right?
Yep.
Oh, it's a distraction from the election. No, it isn't.
No,
it isn't. It's really not. Like, that nigga was a fucking. I'm not even with his whole sex thing outside of, like, yeah, he's a creep. Yeah, I'm still gonna vote. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck are you talking about?
I don't even understand.
I'm focusing way more on the election.
They don't even have anything to do with one another. That's the thing. It's like it's so infuriating. It's so infuriating because you're gonna have those people that are gonna be like, "Oh yeah, bro, yeah, it is a distraction or whatever." But it's like, these are two completely different things. And what really bothers me is that it's not like race is the excuse, right? But what people really, really want is the power to be shitty to other people. It's the power to be able to be a sex trafficker, which is, I think, in a Diddy's indictment document. It's the power to beat on your girlfriend for years and in front of people, or humiliate her or other people in front publicly, and be able to say, I did it and you're not going to do anything. Because the thing about people like Diddy or Bill Cosby or an R. Kelly or even Harvey Weinstein is that these things are typically like open secrets, but people are scared. People are scared of retaliation. So it's just, but people who look at the Diddy case and think like, oh, they just trying to take him down. I'm like, no, you also know that he did it. You just want to be able to do the same thing in your life, in your circles, and you're just using race as an excuse. Because I don't see any of these people ever saying like, well, the victims are also black people. The victims are also black women, but also
and black men
too.
Yeah,
black men.
Because look, that's an aspect that a lot of people like to joke about. But abuse, like, just be like, look, I don't know. It's very weird to me, like how people just ran with what seems like a completely made up rumor about Meek Mill and Diddy, and just fucking ran with it like as if there's like verifiable facts. And look, I don't know. It's just none of that shit is verified. It's just a bunch of fucking idiots talking about it on YouTube. Like, you don't know if these guys are being abused, right? Like, one of the things that's happening in that Diddy case, for people who are unaware, is he was videotaping a lot of this shit that he was doing and using that as leverage over people, which is why a lot of people did not come out against him for all these many years. And then, of course, the DOJ was like, oh, you have the tapes? Cool. Yoink. Now we have all of that shit in HD. Good job, dum-dum. So he going to big boy jail, right? Forever. But, like, to me, don't get lost in this idea of like, oh, well, maybe Diddy was sleeping with men as well. I mean, I think Diddy probably is bisexual. I don't give a shit. But if he's abusing men and women, especially black men and women, the abuse is the story. The idea of like, is it coming at this time versus not? That's not the fucking story. Keep your eye on the fucking prize. The story is the abuse, and the abuse across the board. It doesn't matter who the abuse is happening to, unless you're like differentiating between adults and kids, which is horrible, +1 type of shit, right? Like if it's a kids, it's even fucking worse. And that's not to downplay abuse that happens to adults, obviously. So like I fundamentally don't understand that. I want to just quickly go back to the Umar Johnson thing for a second. Like he seems to not also like this idea of like, this is a distraction. And because they know black people love to see black people disgraced, destroyed, blah, blah, blah. He doesn't come off as a guy who's supporting Kamala Harris. So what is this a distraction to? What is the goal of this distraction?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. What are we being distracted by?
Because black people
not voting?
Right. Black people are overwhelmingly supporting the black person in the race. Or are you saying it's a distraction so that we're excited to vote for Kamala Harris instead of we should be voting for someone else? Who is the someone else that you're implying? Is it Donald Trump? Is it Jill Stein? Is it Cornel West? Look, this is the thing that drives me fucking crazy. Stop being obtuse, nigga. You got a big fucking mouth and you say whatever the fuck you want. Then say that shit. If you are a Trump supporter, you're a Cornel West supporter, you're a Jill Stein supporter, or you're a supporter of a person who says, I don't vote, say that shit with your fucking chest. Stop all that mealy mouth bullshit. Because what you're saying here doesn't make any sense. I bet he doesn't vote.
He'd be proud.
And
then say
there are real things for black people to be conspiratorial about. I think the unfortunate execution last week is one thing that we can be conspiratorial about and be likely correct on that.
Yes.
So
Marcellus
and so to say this a distraction, it just feeds. And Terrence already said, like, it implies that we're too dumb to know what can be the truth or what is the truth. Like that we can see the evidence right in front of us and be like, can't be that. It has to be something else. I don't like that. And I don't like when other black people try to try to do that to our own. It feels so it's disgusting. It's gross.
It's reinforcing white people's perspective on black people.
Yep.
We are not smart enough to understand these complex issues. That's not true at all. That's why when white conservatives say, oh, you guys are only voting for Barack Obama or Kamala Harris because they're black. Because we couldn't possibly read their policies. We couldn't possibly understand the things that they actually stand for. That's not what we do. We just, black. That's all we do. Except we also vote for all the white people besides them who've run for president. But we didn't know that either, right? Like we only vote for Democrats because we don't know anything about their policies. But you guys vote for Republicans, but you definitely know their policies, right? Like it doesn't work like that. So to me, I'm not a fan of treating black people like they're fucking infants. They're not. Black people are
or
smart.
that we're all the same.
They can figure shit out just like everything else.
Or that we're all exactly the same, and we have to fall in line with one another when someone is doing something horrific to other people.
Exactly.
Nope.
Nah, you'll never get me on board for supporting anybody who I think is a dirty fucking person. I don't give a fuck what color they are. I won't. You're not. There's nothing you can tell me about. Oh, Diddy donated $50 million to so and so. Cool. Congratulations. Does that absolve you from the shit you've done? No, it doesn't. You can donate a bunch of money and not be a garbage person too. You can do both. It's possible.
Yeah, stop doing terrible shit.
And as Mike already said, your only job was to just not be a bad person. You have enough money to not be a bad person, and you chose. And I think that you chose to do that for decades because you thought that you would never get caught. And if people knew about it, they're not going to say anything. You have you have all this video evidence, and I think for one of the girls, he filmed it and then sold it off as porn or something.
Yeah, I heard about that.
You know exactly how you are planning on to destroy people's lives, and you think that you would. He thought he would get away with it
because billionaires are mostly above the law.
Yep,
that's it. The same reason Harvey Weinstein thought he'd get away with it too, right? And he's still working to try to get away from it.
I thought he was
Weinstein and all them and Diddy's only 52 years old. Or 54 or some shit like that. You still young, nigga.
You got plenty of time to sit still.
You still a youngin', technically. You're not young, but you young enough to do where you could do 30 years and get out at 80.
If you ever, by the way, if you ever get out, because now there's talk there's some this one of the most successful prosecutors in Texas is bringing a bunch of other cases against Diddy at the same time. And these are cases with children. Look, I don't know if they're accurate. I don't know. I don't know if it's kind of bandwagoning type of shit. That does happen. I'm not going to pretend it doesn't. But we'll see. If any of those things have any level of merit, if you're busted with any type of shit with kids, you kiss your fucking career goodbye, dude. You kiss your freedom goodbye. And frankly, you should.
You might be kissing your life goddbye, nigga.
Yeah, quite literally. Quite literally. Yeah, I'm not in the business of feeling sorry for these people, yo. I'm really not. I just don't understand why anybody would equate the horrendous shit, for instance, TR brought up, the horrendous shit Marcellus Williams just went through and was executed, right? Which I think was unjustified, right? They did not have evidence that this guy did it. This guy lost his life. Don't put that guy in the same fucking pot as Diddy. They're not the same, yo. They're not the same. Yes, they are two black men living in America that may have experienced some similar things. But at the end of the day, one of them is doing monstrous shit, right? And the other one seems like he was largely innocent. I mean, I don't have DNA evidence to say that, which is why I'm saying this. But you cannot just put everybody on the same playing field and just act like all the things that they've done don't count. That's simply not true. And look, if anything, these cases should show you that black people are not fundamentally different than anybody else. We got good people in our ranks, and we got terrible people in our ranks, just like everybody else, right? White people got Harvey Weinstein, we got Diddy, right? It is what it is. They got white people got Rob Blagojevich, and we got Eric Adams, two fucking political clowns, right? Rob Blagojevich, he went to fucking jail, so yeah.
No, here's a question. Do you think that the white people outnumber us in corrupt people, right? Obviously, right?
Yeah, they got more money.
I already know the answer.
They got more money.
Right. Yeah. There's just more of them. You know what I mean? But I don't know. Do you think that that the number of black corrupt people would be significantly higher. The only reason that's holding us back is like opportunity. Literally like anything else.
Yeah. Look, prime example in Baltimore. When you gave black women the opportunity, they were just as corrupt as men in Baltimore City. Women can do the same, man. It's just
like came out to the GameStop with a fur coat, getting gift cards, like a fur coat. Like, all right.
Like, hey, hey, Frank Lucas, relax.
Yeah. Because
I had to look this up because I thought I wanted to see what the folks were saying about the Diddy case. And y'all boy Ice Cube said in July that he believes I believe he's being targeted. Now he might have changed his opinion in the last 2 months, but he said, I believe he's being targeted. I believe someone has the power to pull the trigger to make this domino effect happen. I feel like there's someone missing there. And then he was like, he noticed that Puff was cool up until a point and this stuff started happening. But he also admitted he didn't do a lot of research about the Diddy accusations. He was just saying, hey, I feel like he's being targeted. Even though I didn't really look up anything. I don't believe you. I think you saw everything too. You just are trying to play ignorant. And then someone asked R. Kelly what he thought.
R. Kelly? You asking?
Yeah. Hey, look, I think you guys are going to be very surprised.
Was he speaking through plate glass? Started singing.
I think y'all are going to be really surprised when y'all hear what he said. He said that he also feels like it's a conspiracy.
Welcome to the party, pal.
Right.
He thinks it's a conspiracy?
Of course.
Yep.
What?
He said, I don't believe none of this shit. You can tell me about Puffy. You can tell me about anybody. You can tell me on the news, the weather, the sky. Okay, this is so long. Yeah, he feels like he's being.
Well, he got a lot of
trying to make a song. Trying to make another hit.
And he's
like, yo, trapped in the closet only ended it at like number 57 or whatever. Like, let's go.
And R. Kelly said, like, people out here laughing and making jokes, but on the radio, but they could be next. I have a question,
bro.
If
no,
I could jokes in the podcast. Hey, has anyone on this podcast, are y'all worried about charges like sex trafficking and racketeering, all that stuff coming out?
No.
I don't have enough money for that.
Right.
I don't have the money for racketeering. Who do I even know?
No, I'm pretty cool. I don't think I'm going to be fucking accused of sex trafficking.
Like, it could be you. Like, it could be you too. No, it can't. Why would it be me?
Like that's the thing that like Trump does. Like, if they go after me, they can go after you. Bitch, I'm not stealing state secrets. What are you talking? They're not coming after me. That's a you problem.
But they're not coming after me.
Why
would they?
Yeah. Well, that is a way of. It's a way of like democratizing people's corruption. Oh, we all in it together. No, nigga,
like,
we aren't.
Right, like the whole plane analogy.
I'm the pilot. And you're on this plane with me. Right. So stop playing for the pilot to fail, because if I fail and the plane go down, all y'all going down with me. Like he did it like John did a montage. He did a montage of him making that analogy. Like, so one, like you said, Terrence, he's a snitch. And two, he really likes that analogy. He was like, oh, this
Didn't
shit.
he make a
I'm killing it, nigga.
What was it? Was it Look Forward? I think it was Look Forward. Where Jay, you mentioned like one of the reasons why
so he was interviewed. I was trying to find the clip. I can't find it, but he was being interviewed, and they were like,
the interview was like one word to describe New York. And go ahead.
Yeah, and
that's the question he asked.
Yeah, one word. It was like one word to describe this last year or something like that. And he was like, New York. And it's like, that's 2 words. Okay. And then he goes, well, New York is the greatest city in the world. One day you can come and see a plane crash into one of our buildings, or the next you can help your friend celebrate opening a new restaurant. It's like, why did you say that? The fuck is wrong with you? Like, one day 9/11. Like, Bro, come on, man.
I'm pretty sure opening businesses is not exclusive to New York.
Well, but 9/11 is, so think about that.
9/11 is incredibly exclusive to New York. Yeah, that's a wild thing to say, man.
Like, he's a weirdo, yo.
Still a sore spot for people. A lot of fucking people in this guy in the city, man.
There are videos of people still. There are the videos of there people jumping out of the World Trade Center to their deaths.
Like, why would you bring that up?
What is wrong with this man?
I mean, again, this is the same guy who called himself, quote, "I'm the Biden of Brooklyn." Like, don't do that.
No, don't.
Yo, he's a weirdo, yo. Like, Eric Adams is a weird dude, man. He really is.
Like Michael said, it's that charisma, man. You can have all the charisma in the world, and people are like, yo, that dude is. He seems like a fun guy to hang around. Like, yeah, he's a fun guy to hang around. Not be your fucking mayor.
Like, look, just do a tight 10 minutes at the Comedy Cellar, dude. I'm happy to watch a clip of it, but I don't need you in charge. You know, like, again, if Trump was not a megalomaniac and, you know, an evil person in every fucking aspect, I'd watch him do, like, he should just do rallies. Like, look, I'm out of politics. I don't want any control. Just do rallies and say wild shit, like he was just the other day and saying, like, I don't know, maybe we should do the fucking purge. Maybe that'll stop crime. Like, that's what he fucking said, right? Like, that's what he
rallies and racism. He called fucking Kamala Harris mentally disabled.
Since birth, he said. Since birth.
He's going to be changing that from a D to a R soon. Someone put a compilation of like his most unhinged quotes, and like the first one was the airplane one, and then the second one was the third one was the pilot one that Micah mentioned, and then here's one about Turkey. You got some turkey? Brooklyn loves turkey. Brooklyn is the Istanbul of America. We love your food, we love your music, but I don't understand Turkish. We can take a selfie though.
That quote,
we can take a selfie though.
That quote is he did a guest spot on a Turkish like sitcom or something like that, and these two Turkish dudes were speaking, and he didn't understand, and that was the line, and it's like, all right, he really loves it.
So do we think? So you really think we don't think your ass is guilty, nigga? You would taking money from the Turks, and you were on a Turkish television show, nigga. Come on, how ridiculous is it?
It's a
distraction. The mayor of New York.
It's a distraction.
Why does the mayor of New York have so much fucking contact with the Turkish government? The fuck are we talking?
That's a great question. I hope we learn more about that.
Nigga, this nigga's guilty, dog. Like, come on.
You don't have to defend it. Look, you can even just go, that's curious. I'm going to wait and see. You don't have to run out there and throw yourself in front of Eric Adams to protect him from white America. Like, nah, bro, this nigga is for real guilty. Like, he is.
Well, read this 57-page indictment that they have on him.
Like, nah.
57 pages.
Now, look.
That's what the white man wants you to do.
I did not know that he created a rat czar.
Yeah.
He was
like,
rats.
Yeah, he was like, people say, he was like, I'm a really nice, what was the quote? It's like, I'm a really nice guy. People, you know, they know me as a nice guy, but I love killing rats. Like, he just like goes off like, all right, bro. Like, why don't you just go kill rats? You don't need to be mayor. You be the rat czar. You just go out there and kill rats. Like, he is a weirdo. He is a big fucking weirdo. So yeah, he's being charged with wire fraud, quote, knowingly, this is from the indictment, quote, knowingly having devised and intended to devise a scheme and artifice to defraud, and for obtaining money improperly by the means of false and fraudulent pretense, representation, and promise. Also bribery. Adams solicited and accepted free and heavily discounted luxury travel benefits from the Turkish official and others in exchange for intending to be influenced in connection with the city of New York's regulation of the Turkish house. Illegal campaign contributions, quote, knowingly and willingly solicited, accepted, and received a contribution and donation from a foreign national in connection with local elections. Use of straw donors. Adams sought and accepted illegal campaign contributions in the form of nominee and straw contributions, meaning that the true contributors convey their money through nominal donors. And solicitation of foreign nationals, quote, he accepted and agree to accept a thing of value from a person intending to be influenced and rewarded in connection with business involving a thing of value of $5,000 or more dollars.
This shit goes back to 2015. Man. What the fuck was he in 2015? Was he still a cop?
He was like a local New York politician.
Like an alderman?
I forget what he was. He was like in a district or something. I'm pretty sure.
God damn! I'm gonna read. Okay.
He was like, "I'm your man. Like, get me in, and I'm gonna like, don't you worry." Yeah, he was part of the. He was borough president of Brooklyn from 2014 to 2021 before becoming mayor.
So yeah, he was doing all this shit since. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, this shit goes all the way back to 2015. Like. Upgrade to business class for himself, for round trip tickets to India. Same for like Turkey, Sri Lanka, France, China.
Yeah, no, he was living it up.
He was all over the fucking place.
Yeah, things you definitely do as the mayor of New York City.
No, this was when he was just this was before the mayor. This shit was in 2016, 2017. All right, okay, but he's innocent. He's gonna be like, hey, they were all gifts, like Clarence Thomas. We're all gifts.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I just forgot to mention
those gifts add up, and then you got to fucking pay your debts when you become mayor.
Oh my god!
What happens?
Again, you don't have to defend it. You just don't have to defend it.
I think you're muted, Tiara.
Oh yeah, I was. Okay. I was saying like Eric was just like, well, no, they're just like gifts from my personal friends. Like they don't want anything else from me. No, like why do I have to record it or report it at all?
Yeah, man, look, my personal friends often like to pay for me to have lavish trips all over the world. Just friends.
Yeah, Turkish government was on Harlem Crow.
Look, I'm pretty sure, Jay, like if Micah flew you out to wherever you wanted to go for $30,000 or what?
He had to say a goddamn thing.
You just stop right there. You just stop right there. All right.
One
first class tickets to Turkey.
Look, first of all, I'm not letting some other flew me out. Like I'm not getting flued out. Like get out of here. Ain't nobody paying for no trip. These are my friends. Get out of here. Now you're corrupt. Look, again, it's fine. You just don't get to be the mayor.
Is it corruption? Or are we just broke and we just don't have rich friends?
Little from column A, little from column B. I mean, look, I would love to take these trips that he's going on. I would love for someone else to pay for them. Honestly, I just don't want to be the man.
This is a distraction.
I'm not in the government. I take them shit in a heartbeat.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I'll come on this podcast every fucking week and be like, yo, let me tell you about Turkish movies. Like, I'll tell you whatever the fuck you want to know. Look, in order to sell out, somebody got to buy in. Okay. So, like, it's fine. But no, look, at the end of the day, you don't have to defend people just because they look like you. I understand the idea of making sure like shit is on the up and up. That makes sense. But also listen to the things that these people are being charged with and look into it. It's not that hard. Again, we live in an era where they go, this person isn't being indicted. Here's the PDF. Like, you don't have to.
I found it in 10 seconds.
You can just read it yourself. That was it. Like, this shit is not hidden knowledge, man. Like, it really isn't. So, feel free to read the shit, learn more about it. And look, into Dr. Umar's quote about this being a distraction. To what? It doesn't make any sense. And that you gotta dig down a little bit more than just listening to people just say random shit, because it doesn't make sense.
I will say that I have seen far fewer people defend Eric Adams, and I think just because people just hate him in general.
Yeah.
He's not that famous. He's not as famous as Diddy.
Or well liked.
And it's like, I think, and yes, we realize like a lot of fucking politicians are corrupt, but like he was just too stupid to keep to not get caught.
Yeah, that's it.
That's it. He was wild, blatant.
I don't know what's wrong with y'all, man. I really don't know what the hell is y'all problem, man. I just don't fucking understand it.
I am the pilot, folks, and you are all passengers. Stop praying for me to crash the plane. Pray for me to land the plane, because there's no parachutes on this plane. We're all going down together.
This nigga said, "Ain't no
clapping.
parachutes on this plane," and they clap.
That also that is a wild thing to say, considering like that's a wild thing to say, considering the city that you are representing and its history with plane crashes. That is, buddy, read the room. God,
Yeah, man.
Yo, he is a wild dude, man. He's a weirdo, man. He's a weirdo.
Not praying for me. Like, no one's praying for your
shit.
downfall, but like, you don't seem like an upstanding individual. It's basically what I'm saying. Like, you seem like a piece of shit.
Yeah.
Funny, but like, hey, man.
Stop praying.
I hate the
Stop
internet. I
praying for
swear
me.
to God, the internet makes me so fucking mad. I need to take a break, because I be trying to like have conversations with people, and I give them fucking facts, and they still be like, nope. And I'm like, all right, well, you're an idiot, and I'm done. I can't.
That's where I am.
You're
You don't believe in basic facts? All right, that's cool. All right, cool. That's
like,
fine.
you're stupid. That's it.
Yeah, I'm like, you're an idiot, and I block. I don't have time for you
Yeah.
anymore.
And I don't
That
need
was
to
fun.
force myself to get brain damage trying to explain to you that the earth isn't flat. Sean Combs is a distraction. Anytime you see something like this, you should ask yourself, what are they trying to distract African people away from? That's a good
I'm not
question.
African.
All right,
I don't know
answer
what
the
the fuck you're
question.
talking about.
Answer the question that you just posited. Like,
Nigga, I don't know. But again, I don't understand being mealy-mouthed over this. What do you think the distraction is? What do you think it is? Like, we're in the middle of an election where the country could go to hell in a handbasket. What is the distraction? I mean,
I see way
there's
too many people saying they're voting for Trump to my liking, and it makes me sad. Black people
yeah, well,
makes me very sad.
people are dumb. A lot of people are
Upsets
stupid.
me.
Yeah, a lot of people are stupid.
People really pisses me off. Like, I don't.
A lot of them people probably don't even.
I mean, that's the real.
Yeah, that's the other thing.
A lot
a lot
of
of them.
You're right.
A lot of them.
but I don't even want to hear the shit. Like, to tell
Yeah, I
you.
don't want to see it. I don't want to hear it. Yo. Just shut the fuck up. Like, don't say anything if you're not gonna vote. I hate the Kamala. I hate Cop
Jesus.
Mala.
Yeah, like.
Uh,
Meanwhile,
still doing
again,
this?
again, people saying that there are only two people who have a chance of winning. You're calling her a cop and how that's a negative. Trump at a rally this weekend said that Pennsylvania should institute a day of extreme violence, rough violence, that the cops get to beat and I assume kill people for one day. And that will get everyone else in line for the rest of the rest of the year. That's
Wow.
like,
That's
that's like the
literally the
reverse
purge,
purge,
yo.
yo. That's a reverse. That's like allowing cops. But
I'm starting
he's
to
a
honestly
cop.
believe he doesn't want to win.
No, I don't think he
He
does.
doesn't. He
I don't
doesn't
think he
want to
wants to win. I
But
think he just wants to milk as much money from
those
people
appearances.
as
Yeah,
possibly can, and then he's
you
going to
gotta
write
buy
off
a
whatever
fucking $100,000 Chinese watch.
That's what he's doing, yo. There's no way I don't know what the fuck is going on with JD Vance. That motherfucker is just a charisma.
No, he wants to be the heir apparent. He does. He won't be.
He doesn't
but
have
wants to be.
he doesn't have the charisma to do so.
He does
He's
not.
a piece of shit. But yeah, I don't think he wants to win. Like, he keeps saying, he's like, yo, what can I say today that's just so fucking wild? Oh, Kamala is mentally disabled. That's not going to go over well with a lot of people. It's going to go over with a ridiculous base. But, normal people are like, why would you say that?
By the way, can we talk just quickly? Yes, he is. Yes, he's selling these watches. No, I don't think he actually wants to win. Have you been to the website for the watches? GetTrumpWatches.com. Did you read the FAQ? Did you read the FAQ?
I read some of it. Like, they were pre-orders and like,
yeah. What is for sale? These are questions on the FAQ. What is for sale? See if you can catch a pattern here. What is for sale? We are providing the ability to pre-order Trump watches. Each watch is made specifically to order. When will they ship? The Trump Victory Tourbillon watches start shipping in October, November, December. The Fight watches start shipping October, November, December. Shipping and delivery dates are estimates.
90 days is a long fucking time.
Right. But listen to this. Shipping shipping and estimates are only these are only estimates and cannot be guaranteed. We are not liable for any delays in shipments. Your order will be shipped as it becomes available. So the earlier you buy, the quicker it'll be shipped. Which countries do they ship to? Internationally, worldwide. What kind of and what kind of money which payment do you accept? Credit cards or Bitcoin? So concepts of a watch, right? They don't actually exist. The images of the watches, it even says, are not right. But the images of the watches are not what the actual watches look like. They cannot guarantee that they're going to actually look like these images on the site.
Oh no!
And
the chance get hemmed up by Eric Adams. Oh, there he is.
We'll just start it here. So it's concepts of a watch. They don't have a delivery date. They don't have to guarantee you a delivery date. You can buy it internationally. And
what about America first?
Yeah. None of the money, it even specifically says, none of the money goes to his campaign. It goes directly to Donald Trump.
It goes to him. Yeah.
And it can be in Bitcoin. So untraceable money from foreigners directly into the pockets of Donald Trump. Gee, I wonder if it's a way to just launder money. And by the way, the watches don't ever have to come because they don't exist. And they're not liable for it.
Well, here's the thing. What is the return policy? There are no refunds. All sales are final.
Yep. There are no return policies.
Oh, wow. I'm reading this FAQ.
Yeah.
It says, are these watches water resistant? The fight no. I didn't know they were called the fight watches. It says are water resistant up to 330 feet underwater.
Like, where you just throw that shit in the river? Like, where are you going with that? No, but it's a scam. It's a scam.
Oh, yeah.
I would be surprised if these watches, if they make any of them. It's a way to launder money. He doesn't want to win, yo. He just wants money. He just wants money.
Yeah.
And
like
he's trying.
I sent that article last night about was it a news cast where they were talking about his fundraising, and it's the checkbox is automatic donations.
That actually so that was like 3 years ago that happened. They had to stop because they got in so much trouble. So here's the story behind that, and then we'll get out of here because it's fucking hilarious. It's the wildest stat I've ever heard in my entire life, and I looked it up. It is absolutely true.
Yeah, 3%. Yeah.
So apparently they were sending out newsletter emails, be like, hey, they do all campaigns. Are like, hey, would you like to donate to the campaign? And they had this is a recurring. Yeah, exactly. No, fuck off. But these are recurring payments, right? Like they are once a month payments to the Trump team, right? All right, cool. Like if that's your bag and you want to just waste your money, good for it. But in the email, it had two boxes that were already checked. You had to uncheck them in order for it to not automatically switch over to once a week. And they started pulling out once a week money out of these people's accounts for the Trump team. And so this is mostly old people, like they're just ripping off. But they had been doing it so much, and they ripped off so many people that at the height of it, they were responsible for 3% of all credit card fraud claims in the entire United States. 3%. He's a scam artist, dude.
Yo, this is the dumb niggas that want to fucking vote for. Yo, we went from Diddy
I don't feel bad for these people
to Eric Adams to Trump. So we can think about two things at the same fucking time.
I'm not distracted.
I'm not distracted at all. We learn new shit every day.
Hyper focused on what I do.
Right, exactly. There's scam artists everywhere. Like, what the fuck? 3%?
Man.
And by the way, that company, WinRed, that was handling that, it wasn't like they were doing that for a bunch of different things. They were just doing that for him. And they were up to 3%. That's insane. Absolutely fucking insane.
Oh, man.
Corruption. All right, we'll wait for Terrence to get back and then we'll close out. There it is.
What's going on with my goddamn connection? They're just disconnected. randomly. So.
All right. Well, all right. So that's it for us this week. We will be back next week for Raw Peace. Again, you can rent that on Apple, Amazon, that sort of thing. Should be a good conversation, and we will see you guys next time.
See you.
Bye.
You're watching the Black on Black Cinema YouTube channel. Make sure you check out our full reviews of black movies, past and present. And every other week, we do a preview episode where we talk about a random topic that affects the black community.